This movie begins on Meadowbrook Farm. We see a happy pig family. There was a father pig and a mother pig, also 6 little pigs. Life is good until the farmer goes bankrupt. He must sell everything. He starts with Gordy's family. 2 men come to take Gordy's father away. Richard is the family rooster. He warns Gordy about the abduction. He runs into the field. He shouts, "Gordy, where are you?" Gordy asks Richard what's going on. Richard replies, "2 men are taking your father away." Gordy runs to save his father. He sees him in the back of the truck. He asks Dad, "Where are you going?" His father responds, "Get out of here or they'll take you too." Gordy asked, "Where are they taking you?" The father replies, "Up north, the same place they took my father. And he never came back." He tells Gordy that he's the head of the family now. He tells him to promise to take care of them. Gordy promises to do his best. The 2 men walk back to the truck. The men discuss how much money they'll get for this big pig. They drive away with Gordy running after them. Gordy's father's final words were, "Take care of the family." Gordy stops and says, "I love you, father." Then Gordy returns to the farm. He can't find his mother or family. He asked Dorothy if she's seen his mother. Dorothy replies, "No." He checks the chicken coop. They haven't seen them either. He asked Richard about his family. Richard tells him they were taken away in a truck. Gordy asked where were they taken. Richard tells him, "Up north, just like your dad." He tells Gordy they were looking for you too. So Gordy decides to leave. He must find and save his family. All alone, he travels night and day. He is exhausted and hungry. It's night time and Gordy stops outside a church. There is a box in front of the chapel. Gordy gets inside the box to rest. A man arrives and puts the box in his truck. Gordy is sound asleep as the truck travels down the highway. The truck arrives at a saloon and dance hall. A popular country music singer named Jinny Sue is performing there. She finishes her set and goes outside for a break. She can hear Gordy in the back of the truck. She walks over to investigate. She says, "Hey sleepy face, what are you doing?" She tells him he must have fallen off the hog truck. She says, "Don't worry, I'll take care of you." Gordy replies, "I'm trying to find my mama." Jinny is surprised. She says, "It sounded like you said mama." Gordy responds, "People can understand animals if they take the time to listen." Jinny picks him up and says, "Now what am I going to call you?" She names him Pinky. Jinny puts pajamas on Gordy. She tells him that she lost her mother too. She hears someone coming. She hides Gordy under the blanket. It is her father just checking on her. He asks her for a goodnight kiss. He bends over, unaware that Gordy kissed him. He says, "Wow, that was a good kiss." They're on the road to their next gig. Gordy has been exposed. But everyone agrees that if Jinny wants him, it's okay. Their next gig is at an outdoor dinner party. It's at the governor's mansion. The governor's son is fascinated by Gordy. Everyone is enjoying the live music. The governor's son, Hanky, is sitting on the diving board. Jinny and Gordy are talking to him. Hanky says, "I should go back to the party." As he stands up, he slips and falls. Jinny says, "I can't swim," and she runs for help. Gordy says, "Don't worry, I'll save you." He pushes a rubber ducky raft into the pool. And then he dives in. Jinny reaches the partygoers. She shouts, "Help, Hanky is drowning." Everyone runs to the pool. Gordy pushes the rubber ducky over to Hanky. Hanky grabs onto it. Gordy pushes him to safety. They pull Hanky out of the pool. The rescue was captured on film. It made the nightly news. It was reported that a brave little pig saved Hanky's life. Hanky is with his parents watching the news. Hanky wants to see Gordy again. Jinny and Gordy enter the room. Gordy goes over to Hanky. Hanky says, "I'm sure glad to see you again." Jinny asked if Hanky could keep Gordy. She tells them that they're on the road all the time. Hanky and Gordy have a special connection. Hanky's parents agree. Gordy and Hanky are very pleased. Now Gordy is living in the governor's mansion. Then we see Gordy in the governor's private jet. He is looking out the window. Gordy is a celebrity now. The newspaper reads a rally is planned to honor the pig hero. They want to promote Gordy in some magazines. Hanky takes him to his studio. First, he must go to makeup. She tries to make Gordy look photogenic. Gordy doesn't appreciate all the attention. They shoot several promotional shots of Gordy. Gordy just seems to go along with the program. The public falls in love with Gordy. The Royce Company announces him as their new trademark. His image appears everywhere. The company's CEO praises Gordy. He says their profits are going through the roof. Hanky is asked a favor from Gordy. Gordy wants to find his family. The CEO says he can't leave now. People depend on him. Gordy says you need to do what's right. Hanky repeats Gordy's comment to the CEO. The CEO still says no, and say no more about it. So Hanky and Gordy decide to go and find his family. Then we are at the tri-state stockyard. Gordy's family is among the other livestock. They are being auctioned to the highest bidder. They are sold and taken away. Gordy's family are very frightened. The father tells them everything will be alright. They are loaded into the back of a truck. The truck drives away. Meanwhile, Gordy and Hanky stop by a farm. Gordy asked another pig if he's seen his family. The pig replies, "How would I know? We all look alike." Gordy tries to tell him how his father looks. Then the pig recalls seeing Gordy's family. He tells him that they were sent up north, and so the two of them are back on the road again. As luck would have it, a motorhome stops for them. It just happens to be Jinny Sue and her family. They pick them up and congratulate Gordy on all his fame. Hanky tells him that Gordy is looking for his family. Jinny Sue's father asked Gordy for a favor. Will Gordy use his fame to help them advance their music career? They want to perform in Branson, Missouri. But they're not that well known. If they are seen with Gordy, it would help their career. Gordy and Hanky agree to help. Now we're at this stock fattening yard in Nebraska. Gordy's family are in the pen. They see a picture of Gordy on a newspaper. They are very happy that he is okay and famous. Now we're in Branson, Missouri. Gordy's name appears on the billboard. Gordy's name is everywhere. Roy Clark appears at the Down Home Country show. He announces that we're all here for Gordy. We're gonna help Gordy find his folks. Then he introduces other stars who will help, like Boxcar Willie, Christy Lane, and Mickey Gilley. Then they all sing the song, "You All Come." The audience participates. Hanky, Jinny, and Gordy watch the show from backstage. When the music stops, the guest of honor is announced. Hanky carries Gordy onto the stage. He gets a standing ovation. Then the phone rings. It's the President of the United States. He says he's calling to join the celebration. Gordy makes some piggy talk. The president says he understood every word. Then he announces the Gordy postage stamp. Then Hanky makes an announcement. Gordy has lost his family and is searching for them. If anyone has seen a pig family that looks like him, please call. A call comes in giving a possible location of Gordy's family. It's a slaughterhouse up north. But they need to hurry. Then we see Gordy's family being locked in a pen. A man says this is the end of the line for these pigs. Hanky and his team speed down the highway. Now we're at the Royce processing plant, sausage division. The truck with his family arrives at the site. They are forced off the truck. The butchers sharpen their blades. Hanky keeps trying to call the slaughterhouse. But the manager is talking to his girlfriend. Gordy's family is being taken to the slaughterhouse. Finally, the manager ends his call. Then Hanky calls him again. He tells him to shut down the factory immediately. The manager pulls a shutdown switch. All the equipment shuts down. Gordy's family were next in line to be slaughtered. Hanky, Gordy, and friends arrive at the slaughterhouse. Jinny Sue holds Gordy as he speaks with his father. They are overwhelmed with joy. They say, "We knew you would find us." Then in the other pen, Gordy sees his father. He tells Gordy, "I knew you would save us." Then we see a sign reading, "Closed until further notice." Then we see a trailer full of little pigs driving away. They arrive at the family's farm that helped save them. They talk about staying together. Gordy tells them there's nothing better than a happy family. And so they all live happily ever after at their new home. If you enjoy watching this short version of Gordy, the talking pig, please click the like and subscribe buttons plus leave a comment. And thanks for watching.